What if I told you there's a creature that can regenerate its own brain, heart, and entire limbs as many times as it wants? A creature that never ages, living in a perpetual state of youth, defying all the rules of biology we know. An animal that some scientists are calling the key to human immortality? You're about to meet the axolotl, the most mysterious and fascinating creature in the animal kingdom. Slight pause for effect. This isn't a fish. It's not a lizard. The axolotl is a type of salamander that, fascinatingly, never grows up. It's a creature eternally trapped in its juvenile form, with that permanent, charming smile that has completely conquered the internet. But behind this incredibly cute appearance lies a biological machine so advanced, it's rewriting everything we thought we knew about regeneration, aging, and maybe even death itself. Stay with me until the end to discover how this creature, barely 8 inches long, could revolutionize human medicine. And in a tragic twist, how it's teetering on the brink of extinction precisely when we need it the most. Imagine losing an arm, and within a few short weeks a new one grows in its place. I don't mean a scar or a stump. I mean a complete, fully functional arm, identical to the original, with bones, muscles, nerves, blood vessels, everything. That's what the axolotl does, and it's not just with its limbs. Lose a piece of your heart? It regenerates it. Suffer damage to your brain? It rebuilds it. Sever the spinal cord? It reconnects it. If you were to pluck out its eye, a new one would grow back. In laboratory settings, scientists have removed up to 40% of an axolotl's brain, and within weeks, it was completely regenerated, with all its memories intact. No other vertebrate on Earth possesses this incredible power, and science is still racing to fully understand how it's possible. But here's where it gets even stranger. This is one of the axolotl's biggest secrets. It never truly matures. Most salamanders undergo a process called metamorphosis. They're born in water with gills, but then develop lungs and transition to life on land. The axolotl? It simply decides not to. It remains eternally in its larval form, with those feathery external gills that look like pink hair floating around its head, and that innocent smile as if it were always a baby. This phenomenon is called neoteny, reaching sexual maturity while still in a juvenile body. But here's the truly bizarre part. If you were to manipulate an axolotl's hormones in a lab, forcing it to go through metamorphosis, it transforms into a common, unremarkable terrestrial salamander. And in doing so, it completely loses its incredible regenerative powers. It's as if immortality and eternal youth are intrinsically linked, and the axolotl consciously chose to stay young forever to keep its superpowers. To understand this, we have to look at its genetics. The axolotl's genome is massive, 10 times larger than the human genome. It's one of the largest and most complex genomes ever sequenced, with 32 billion base pairs. Hidden within this immense genetic code are the secrets to perfect regeneration. These are the genes that tell cells, you are a muscle cell, you are a neuron, you are a bone cell, and then orchestrate them to cooperate and rebuild complex, entire structures from scratch. Scientists around the world are poring over the axolotl's DNA, trying to understand how we could apply this biological technology to humans. Just imagine the possibilities. Stroke victims regenerating damaged brain tissue, paraplegics reconnecting their own spinal cords, people who have suffered heart attacks rebuilding their cardiac muscle. The axolotl already does all of this completely naturally. It's a living blueprint for perfect healing. Let's take a closer look at its unique features. Axolotls don't have eyelids. Their eyes remain permanently open, observing the world with what looks like an eternally surprised expression. But these eyes are incredible tools. They can detect movement with surgical precision, even in murky, cloudy water. They perceive even the most minimal variations in light. And, as we mentioned, when an axolotl loses an eye, which does happen in the wild, it simply grows another one. Within about a month, a completely new, fully functional eye is in its place, perfectly connected to the optic nerve. It's as if nature gave the axolotl a biological reset button for its own body parts. As for their behavior, axolotls are ambush predators. They'll stay perfectly still at the bottom of lakes, waiting patiently. When prey approaches, like a small fish, a worm, or an insect, they attack with surprising speed. They open their mouths and create a vacuum so powerful that the prey is literally sucked inside. They don't chew. They swallow their food whole. And here's something curious that shows they're more than just simple creatures. Axolotls can recognize their caretakers. Studies have shown they can learn patterns, associate specific people with feeding time, and even demonstrate preferences. They're not just biological machines. They are conscious creatures with individual personalities. Now we come to the tragic part of this incredible story. In the wild, axolotls exist in only one place in the entire world, the canals of Xochimilco, near Mexico City, and they are critically endangered. A combination of pollution, urbanization, and the introduction of invasive species has conspired against them. Current estimates suggest there are fewer than 1,000 axolotls left in their natural habitat. The irony is devastating. We have millions of axolotls in laboratories and aquariums all around the world, yet the species is disappearing from the very place it came from. We are on the verge of losing the very creature that could teach us how to regenerate our organs, how to potentially defeat aging, and maybe even unlock secrets about life and death itself. The axolotl isn't just a cute animal with a permanent smile. It's a living window into biological possibilities we are only just beginning to understand. It shows us that the limits of what we consider possible in biology are, in many ways, just the limits of our own imagination. Here is a creature, just 8 inches long, that can regenerate its own brain, that chose to stay young forever, and that carries in its DNA the secrets to a form of immortality. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos about the most incredible creatures on our planet. And let me know in the comments, would you ever consider having an axolotl as a pet? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.